Parliamentary procedure at YIG is easy once you get familiar with it. The purpose of parliamentary procedure is to create an orderly, fair, and respectful way to debate legislation. Our parliamentary procedure follows the actual South Carolina General Assembly procedure as closely as possible within the conference. This video demonstrates the basics of YIG parliamentary procedure. Watch and learn and you'll be ready for YIG.
We will now revert to the order of the passage of the bills. Are the authors of...
Check the docket for your bill number. The docket is a list of bills in order that they will be debated.
House Bill 67 present?
Present.
Please approach the well. The reading clerk will read Bill 67 for the second time.
An act to increase the fine for phone use while driving.
Representatives, you may now present your bill. You have 1.5 minutes.
Phone usage while driving is such a prevalent issue in today's society. It has been proven time and time again that drivers cannot multitask when they're behind the wheel, and under the current law, they're not actually being punished enough for their intolerant behavior. Today's legislation is going to actually discourage that from them using their phones when they're driving, because we're going to be increasing the fine from $25 to $250. Now, this will resolve the current issue at hand, and on top of that, the surplus generated from these increased fines will be going towards our state's roads and public transportation. We yield the remainder of time to the well.
Thank you.
If you finish speaking and have time left, you can yield your remaining time to the author's summation or the well.
We will now accept up to 2 minutes of technical, non-debatable questions from the bill sponsors. Are there any such questions on the floor? The chair recognizes Representative Durrell from Joe-Man.
Representative Durrell, J.O.Man High School. How many other states have fines for using their phones while driving?
Currently, 37 states have fines.
Thank you. The chair recognizes Representative Jane from Southside.
Representative Jane, Southside High School. Do you really think that increasing a fine would actually stop people from using their phones?
I'm sorry, Delegate. That is a debatable question. You are out of order.
Non-debatable technical questions can be answered with yes, no, or facts. Debatable questions cannot.
The time for technical, non-debatable questions has elapsed. Representatives, you may be seated. We are now in order for con-pro debate. Is there anyone that wishes to speak in opposition to this bill? The chair recognizes Representative Snood from Malden.
May I approach the well?
That is right.
Representative Snood, Malden High School. Mr. Speaker.
Address the chair or presiding officer. In committee, say thank you, Madam Chair. In the House, thank you, Mr. Speaker. In the Senate, thank you, Mr. President.
While I applaud the author's intent of this bill, the fact is that increasing the fine from $25 to $250 is excessive and arbitrary. And also, considering we have so many different counties with so many different variations on this law, it could not be evenly enforced throughout the states. For these reasons, I am against this bill. Thank you, and I yield the remainder of my time to the well.
Thank you, Representative. Is there anyone that wishes to speak in affirmation to this bill? The chair recognizes Representative Begley from Joe-Man.
May I approach the well?
That is right.
Mr. Speaker, Rachel Begley, J.O.Man High School. This bill is a great and effective way to stop phone usage while driving. The fact that a $25 fine is not enough to discourage the act, so by increasing the fine to $250, people will be discouraged from not following the law. This is why I think the bill is the most effective way to solve the problem. I yield the remaining of my time to the author's summation.
Thank you, Representative. You have yielded 45 seconds to the author's summation. Is there anyone that wishes to speak in opposition to this bill? Chair recognizes Representative Loggy from Riverside.
May I approach the wall?
That is right.
Thank you.
You have 1 minute.
Representative Loggy from Riverside High School.
When you are recognized to speak, after you say, "May I approach the well," remember to also state your name and your delegation.
My main issue with this bill is the magnitude of change that is being proposed. And now the bill authors are wanting to change the fine from $25 to $250, which is an increase of tenfold. Now, while I do agree with the problem, and I am in affirmation that this is an issue in the state of South Carolina, the way that the bill authors are trying to fix this problem is irrational and it will not work. Thank you. I yield the remainder of my time as well.
Thank you. The time for con-pro debate has elapsed. The bill authors have 1 minute and 45 seconds to summarize their bill.
Representative Prohaska, J. Allman High School.
Representative Castro, Malden High School.
Some very interesting points have been made, and in conclusion, I must say that we must value the lives of ourselves and our fellow South Carolinians the most. The changes in the amount of fine is completely justified when we look at the fact that so many drivers die due to distractions such as phones. Like mentioned earlier, this bill is going to decrease this stat because of the increase in penalty. So if we want a safer and overall better South Carolina, then you're going to be siding with me on the affirmative side of today's debate. I yield the remainder of my time to the well.
Thank you, Representative. Do the bill sponsors move that this bill do not pass?
Yes.
We will now move to the issue of the final passage of this bill. The clerk will read the bill by title only.
An act to increase the fine for phone use while driving.
The bill authors have moved that House Bill 67 does not pass. Is there objection to agreeing to the report of the committee which is favorable to the passage of the bill? The chair hears none. The report of the committee is agreed to. Shall the main question now be put? Is there objection? The chair hears none. The main question is so ordered. Shall this bill pass? All those representatives in favor of this bill will now say aye.
Aye.
When voting, use your normal inside voice.
All opposed, nay.
Nay.
It is in the opinion of the chair that the ayes do have it. This bill, having received a majority, is therefore passed.
It is never in order to celebrate when a bill fails, but it's always in order to celebrate when a bill passes.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you at YIG.